You're listening to WSBU 88.3 The Buzz, St. Bonaventure's radio station. Princeton Review's number 4 ranked college station in the country. I'm Connor Raine, host of Glory Days on Sundays from 12 to 1 and music director of the station, here with a special edition interview with Michael DeLano. 18-year-old musician from Buffalo, New York. Michael was the 2020 All-Western New York Best New Artist. Michael also competed in Memphis at the Foundation International Blues Challenge and was a quarterfinalist. He won the 2019 Buffalo Music Hall of Fame songwriting competition and released the song Release Yourself, which was produced by BMHOF and includes Mary Ramsey on the strings. Michael's band 77 Stone is currently in the top 60 of the Band Together Buffalo Shutdown Showcase. The band has 4 songs recorded and produced at GCR Audio. They will be released in the next couple months. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome Michael to WSBU 88.3 The Buzz.
Start, to say the least. The first show that I had ever played in Buffalo was it was at a bar in Grand Island, and they were having an open mic night, and I decided I wanted to do it. And me, some 15-year-old kid or 16-year-old kid, getting up on a stage and playing Green Day for a bunch of 50 to 60-year-old guys, it didn't go over very well, but my mom brought a lot of friends, so it made me feel very welcomed and, happy to be in the music scene.
That's awesome, Michael. What was the name of that bar?
TC's Island Bar and Grill.
Oh,
Sadly,
that's awesome.
doesn't exist. Sadly, doesn't exist anymore.
What made you become a musician?
I think it was a mixture of a lot of things. I have a lot of trouble conveying emotions in a very normal way. I can't really convey my emotions normally. My anger is something that I struggled with for a long time, and depression and anxiety, and a lot of problems that I had to deal with. I could never really find a way to get them out, and once I started playing music, I found an outlet. I found a way for me to lose those feelings of terror and be in although a small moment, but be in a small moment of bliss, when I play music.
That's awesome, Michael. What inspired you to start playing and making music?
If I had to pick a defining moment in my life of what started, my idea of making music and really deciding that I wanted to do this and, going all out. When I was younger, I stumbled upon a guy named Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I play a lot of stuff, and I don't like narrowing myself to one genre, but Stevie Ray Vaughan was one of my heroes, and I'd never heard of him before, and a video popped up of him playing the guitar and just really just making beautiful music on stage, at a smoky bar in Texas. And I don't know why, I don't know how, but later that night I went home and wrote my first song, and I've been addicted. I can't stop, you know?
That's awesome. Describe your favorite venue you like to perform at.
Oh, my favorite venue. Oh man, it's a close one. So I'll give you my top three. Probably my top three is number one, the Sportsman's Bar and Grill. Sportsman's is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful venue. It's one of the top places in Buffalo to play. But you know, when I at first got into that level to where I was like, holy crap, this is happening, and this could actually be something that I could do, you know, and I got that first offer to open up at a show for, I think it was for a guy named Taz Crew. I think I played with him for a little bit there. And, you know, I went there, and, you know, it was so surreal to be in that setting, because there's 2 stories, and the stage is high off the ground, and there's people that are looking at you, and it's a surreal feeling. Probably my number 2 would be a place called CPG, which is Central Park Grill. It's a really, really small joint. You know, it's very intimate, but I like to think that, you know, the smaller it gets, the better it is, you know. It's the same thing with another place in East Aurora called the Music Room. That was one of my favorite places to play. It really got me off my feet. But the CPG I've played at 1 or 2 times, and you know, when that room is full, I mean, you could tell it's full, you know, and it's really awesome. And then probably my favorite out of all those 3 is the Trowf Music Hall. I love the Trowf. It was one of the scariest moments of my music career, playing for that many people. And, you know, doing this was nuts, but like, you get up there and there's just so many tables, and there's bars, and there's people walking around, and it's just there's so much movement, and the people there are listening. You know, they didn't come to drink liquor. They came to listen to music, and that's really awesome.
Tell me about your experiences with being a golden ticket winner on American Idol, competing in the Memphis International Blues Competition, winning 2020 All-Western New York Best New Artist, and 2019 Buffalo Music Hall of Fame Songwriter Competition.
I've been blessed with a lot of things, and, you know, not a lot of that stuff came easy. You know, it was very difficult at first to, you know, start doing that type of stuff. I think I lost more competitions than I did ever win. You know, I remember walking into the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame Songwriting Scholarship scared out of my boots, because there was all these people there, and I was like, they're all doing so much better than me. And for some reason, I got the last spot. And I played, and, you know, they just called my name at the end. And I was like, what? This is happening? And I ended up winning that. And from then on, I was just honing my craft, and, you know, I got the opportunity to go to Memphis and play in Memphis for the International Blues Competition, which was just an honor. It was great. Thank you, the Blues Society, for that. And, you know, that was really another defining moment in my music career, was seeing all that music around me, and, you know, just broadening my spectrum of what a musician could be. You know, you'd see people on the stage you'd never think would be a musician just by looking at them, but you'd hear them and they're like, what? It's crazy. And as far as American Idol goes, that was probably the scariest thing I've ever done. It was nuts. It was so out of this world scary. You get into the room, and the room looks small on TV, and then it's like a full ballroom, and you're like in there, and you're like tunnel vision. And, you know, I played my song, and, you know, after I played it, they just said yes. So I went through. Sadly, a lot of that stuff didn't work out. I was just happy to get the opportunity. And, you know, I feel like each loss and each win can help me grow as a musician and help me hone my craft.
If you could do a collaboration with any artist, who would it be and why?
Jacob Collier. Jacob Collier because of his sheer technical talent. Jacob Collier is one of my heroes. Jacob Collier is incredibly smart, and he's just naturally gifted in the eyes of every musician. Words cannot describe how much I love Jacob Collier. His technical ability in almost every instrument that he plays, and his technical ability of music theory and his understanding is just incredible. And if I were to do a duet with him, that would be the highlight of my life.
Recently, you started a band. It's called 77 Stone, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the backstory, the formation of this band, the type of music you play.
When I was maybe 17, I had been looking for a band to play with for a long time, and I couldn't really find anybody. And then, one day, my mom brought up this guy named Bruce Wojcik, who is famously in a lot of great bands, including God's Children, Clear, Strictly Hip. He's like up there. He's an amazing musician. But his son played the drums. So we got to talking, and I just started playing with his drummer, and I didn't really know who he was. And within the first couple of practices, we had like 6 songs just pounded out, right? And we genuinely loved practicing and playing music together, and it was awesome. And then we were like, well, we need a bassist. Who are we gonna get? So I was like, what am I gonna do? And I'm like thinking, I'm looking at all my friends and like musician friends, and I'm like, who do I know that plays bass that isn't in a band, right? Nobody. They're all in a band. I was at my buddy's house, and my friend TJ was there. And I look at TJ, I go, TJ, you know anybody that plays a bass that isn't in a band? And he goes, I do. And I go, you play the bass? He goes, yeah. I go, you good? He goes, yeah. And I go, all right, Monday, 7 a.m., you'll be there. And he goes, where? I go, Niagara Falls, I'll text you. And from then on, I had a band. And our new EP comes out in a couple months here, and we are happy to be a band and happy to be playing, and it's just a dream come true for me.
That's awesome, Michael. Definitely a different backstory to that. That makes it interesting. Every band, every artist has a different backstory. Yours obviously started with a lot of adversity, overcoming things, moving to Buffalo, starting your career in Buffalo. Now you're starting a band. But what is one piece of advice you would give somebody trying to begin a music career?
I mean, if I had to say anything, I'll give you 2 quotes. The first quote is a quote from Kurt Cobain that I almost always live by. What he said was, never give up. Don't ever give up. And don't worry about the material ethics that come with music. Don't worry about how your product looks or how it is or what people think of it. Just worry about the sound that is that music. Be happy to be in that music and be happy to play that music. And then if I had to give anybody a piece of advice, I'd say, you gotta love it. Being a musician is not easy. There's a lot of ups and downs, and it's great a lot and it's bad a lot. But if you genuinely love the music and you genuinely want the best of the best that you could put out, you gotta love it. Just never lose that love of music, and you'll be good.
Tell me a little bit about your recent releases titled Doctor and Release Yourself.
When I had first moved to Las Vegas, or lived in Las Vegas, I went to a school called Cadwallader Middle School. And walking home from school that day, there was a car accident. Nobody got hurt, everything was fine, but I tend to hold on simple, stupid things sometimes. And I was on that for maybe 4 or 5 years. I never let that go. I'd go to bed thinking about that every night. I would think about that. And, you know, as the days went by, I just never found a way to get rid of that. So one day, I thought to myself while I was in my bed that I was going to decide that this was what I was going to do. I was going to write a song. I didn't know what about because the whole experience was a little weird and, you know, it seemed odd to write a song about that. So I decided to write a song fictionally about that kind of a story. You know, and after a couple days of working on it and really honing it, I got Doctor, you know, and I love that song. Release Yourself is another song that I have out right now. Release Yourself was for winning the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame songwriting scholarship. I got recording time, and I got pretty much some of the best of Buffalo music, of music in general. You know, I had the violinist from 10,000 Maniacs on it, and strings. I had just a lot of amazing people. I had the very, very, very great Mark Hunt recording it, who recorded the Goo Goo Dolls, and I had Anthony Casuccio mix and master, or master, not mix, but mastered. He mastered it, and it just, you know, it came out incredible, and I couldn't ask for anything more of that. You know, it was an incredible, incredible song, and I'm just, you know, happy to be able to, you know, have it out and have people listen to it because the song has meaning behind it, you know.
Thank you so much for your time and joining me today. It's been my pleasure to have you on my show. Best of luck in your music career. You can follow Michael on Spotify, Apple Music by searching Michael DeLano. Be sure to follow Michael on Facebook and Instagram at Michael DeLano Music. Thank you so much, Michael. College Radio is ranked number 4 radio station, special edition interviewing Buffalo singer-songwriter Michael DeLano. I am Connor Raine, music director of the station and host of Glory Days, which airs Sunday from 12 to 1. It is my honor to play for you 2 of Michael's latest releases, titled Doctor and Release Yourself. This is Doctor.
Tell me, doctor, why are you saving me today? Tell me, doctor, why are you saving me today? Man like me ain't worth saving, but you're saving me today. No, 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 no. Tell me, doctor, why are my sheets soaked in red? Tell me, doctor, why am I laying in this bed? Man like me ain't worth saving, but you're saving me today. No, 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 no. Man like me ain't worth saving, but you're saving me me today.
You're listening to WSBU 88.3 The Buzz special edition with interview with singer-songwriter Michael DeLano from Buffalo, New York. Next up, we have my personal favorite song. It is Michael's song titled Release Yourself.
Can't change being what you wanted me to be. Somebody told me when I was young I would be free.
Release Yourself by Michael DeLano. You can find Michael's music on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube by searching Michael DeLano. Be sure to follow Michael on social media